Joining us now on the show for a chat on the just concluded Lagos rally is Pastor Dayo Akon, Chairperson, Labour Party, Lagos State. Mrs. Akon, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, let's start with the violence, because that's condemnable, in the extreme. Nobody should suffer undue hardship for making a choice, for supporting a particular party or candidate. What's the update on the condition of the affected persons? And has the matter been reported to the police? What is the quality of response that you have received from the security agencies? And who do you suspect is behind this attack?
Thank you. Good morning, great Nigerians. Good morning, obedient family. What happened on the 11th of February is a very sad one. And it's sad in the sense that people have been hindered for performing or being a Nigerian and a Lagosian at that. Lagos is nobody's land. If you live and reside in Lagos, you are a Lagosian. And every Nigerian has the right to determine what they want, because Nigerians are tired. Nigerians are fed up of this rule of tyranny right now, and this violence, especially in Lagos State, needs to stop. Let me take you back. Immediately after our mega rally, our flag boy was almost burnt to death at Oshodi. They were stabbed. Ojo, last week, we had another incident where one of our members trying to paste the poster was macheted on the head. And so many other violent ways of treating people. Now, what I want to say is that the 11th of February one is unacceptable. This intimidation, attacks on our members has to stop. It has to stop because every Nigerian has a right to decide what they want. People are fed up, people are oppressed, people are frustrated. We see people trying, some of them even wanting to commit suicide. Some have committed suicide because we are in a country that the suffering in this country is beyond what we can even explain, inexplicable. On the 11th of February, our members were coming to the TBS for the mega rally. They were accosted at different places. Jakonde was the first one we heard, where they saw the obedient poster on their buses, and they came out from nowhere, and they were brutally attacked with severe bodily injuries. You can see it. Why should anyone be subjected to this? After that, by Chevron, the same thing happened. Around Adeniyi Jones, they came out. There's no doubt that this bastardized act is orchestrated by opposition. We heard of something Olatunji led APC guy, and some others have been identified. But the surprising thing is that the police were there on 3rd Mainland Bridge when another attack happened and nothing was done. I think this is unfair when we have a government, when we have police, when we have the DSS, and so many security agents around. They knew we were having a mega rally. Our principal, His Excellency Peter Obi, went to Alaba And the people that came before him from Alaba were the ones that were attacked on the 3rd Mainland Bridge, where they put a bus to barricade the whole 3rd Mainland Bridge, and we have police patrol on the 3rd Mainland Bridge. We are yet to hear from the police of Lagos State. We are yet to hear from the IG. We are yet to hear from His Excellency Buhari concerning this bastardized acts.
All right. Okay, ma'am. So thank you for opening up with that. They are very grave accusations you've made and a few statements that are concerning, especially for many Nigerians. The first thing I'll ask before I talk about the things you've mentioned is this. The Peter Obi campaign trail has gone across Nigeria in terms of their campaign, and they've had, in terms of your assessment, and now they've come to Lagos on Saturday. Have you had similar experiences in other states? If yes or no, what is peculiar about Lagos State and the rally in Lagos State? That's one. The second part is the fact that you say that the police, you haven't heard from the police. Now, the spokesperson of the police, Mr. Ben Hundeyin, had released a statement saying that it was now with the State Criminal Investigation Department in Ilason Division that they've actually commenced investigations. He condemned the act. So in you saying that you haven't heard from the police, are you saying in terms of them speaking to the Labour Party or speaking on this matter? And final one, because in terms of the responses, have you heard anything from the governor of Lagos State? Because this happened in his state, irrespective of the party he belongs to. He is the governor of everyone in Lagos State, whether they're obedient for APC, PDP, he's governor, he's responsible for everyone.
Let me start from the last one, because the chief security officer in Lagos State is Governor Sanwo Olu. We were expecting Sanwo Olu to come out and condemn these acts. We're yet to hear from him. There was a debate, the gubernatorial debate yesterday that they had. He wasn't there. Nothing, no response as I speak. And I think this is very unfair for the wellness of Nigerians, for the security of Lagosians. Now, Lagos, as we speak, there's no doubt, because Lagos has the highest voters, has the biggest population right now in Nigeria. And they know that a win in Lagos is victory to Labour Party. A lot of Nigerians have made up their mind. They are tired of what is going on. And we are not going to rest on our oars to make sure that Nigerians are rescued from this suffering, hopelessness that we are in right now. Let me say this. If they are so sure of themselves, for example, the ruling party in Lagos State, all forms of things have been happening, and if they are so sure that they did so well, I see no reason why they should take this step in attacking innocent Nigerians and innocent Lagosians from doing what they are supposed to do. Whether they want it or not, a change is imminent, and they cannot stop us. This movement is beyond even Peter Obi himself, because Nigerians all over the world are crying for a change, for a new Nigeria. And I tell you, a new Nigeria will be birthed come May 29, come February 25th, where we all will go out there and exercise our civic responsibility. The mega rally, irrespective, you can see what happened, irrespective of the fact that there was no fuel, no money in circulation, but the determination of the people for a change is why people went out there en masse to say no to this present government.
Okay. Okay, I mean, a lot has been said, so we just want to get some things right.
Yes, please.
Number one, you made a very strong accusation now against a particular faction of the APC.
Yes.
Have you officially written that as a report to the Lagos State Police Command?
We have.
You mentioned, what's this particular APC faction's name?
Tunji something. Tunji something. I'll get it. I don't have...
Okay,
yes.
But you're sure of the name?
Yes, they brought it. The guys, some of the guys that were attacked, because they got, they were able to apprehend some of them. I think the one for the Ajeromi Felodu, they called me last night as the chairperson of Lagos State that some of them were arrested.
Who arrested them?
The police. The people actually had to tell the police. They identified 2 of them.
Okay.
And they were apprehended yesterday. But as at this morning, I can't tell you categorically if they are still there or if they've been released. What is happening in Lagos is the opposition at it. If Babatunde Sanwo Olu, Babajide Sanwo Olu, is so sure that they are not part of it, I expect him to come out and tell Nigerians, he owes us that responsibility to secure everybody's life, to come out and tell us that they do not know about this, but that they will investigate and bring all the culprits to book by arresting them.
But you said the Lagos State Police Commander started effecting arrests. You know?
Yes, that is just one. That is the only one we've heard last night.
So are you going to also seek legal means to get redress? Because
definitely.
There are also properties damaged that your party has to pay for now.
But our party has to pay because all
what's the extent of damage? What's the cost of damage as we speak?
The cost of damage runs into millions. Because a lot of buses were damaged, a lot of private cars were damaged. Injuries, as I speak right now, some of our members are in the hospital. We have them in different hospitals, including Lutz, because of the injury that were sustained.
Well, the rally in Lagos is supposed to end
the whole
Mr. Peter Obi's tour of various constituencies across the country.
Precisely.
So what is next for the campaign? And then the major criticism that I have seen of that last lap of the campaign in Lagos is that when Mr. Obi arrived in Lagos, he first went to Alaba International Market and, to go and identify with the opinion on it that I read, which is brother traders. And this is against convention. The usual convention will have been for Mr. Peter Obi to go and see the Oba of Lagos. Because most of the other candidates, when they go to a community, they go and see the Oba of Lagos. When Atiku came to Lagos, he went to visit Oba of Lagos. When he went to Abeokuta, he went to see the Alake of Egbaland. When Asiwaju went to the north, he will first visit the traditional ruler in that particular locality. He will not go to Sabo. He will not go to Yoruba community in that state. So the major criticism is that Mr. Obi is playing the ethnic card. That going to Alaba market is like trying to mobilize the dominant Igbo community within that axis. I'm a word of local government area. What do you say to these 2 major issues?
Let me first, people say what they don't know. If you've been following the trend of Obi's campaign rally, he goes to the royal fathers to pay his distance. Obi made attempts to see the Oba of Lagos, but we were not able to see the Oba of Lagos.
He went to the palace and he was turned back?
No, he didn't get to the palace. Normally, if he's going to the palace, there should have been a prearrangement and informing the Oba that he is on his way. in a situation when they say the Oba is not available, he's not going to go to an empty palace.
So you're saying that he sent a letter to the Oba of Lagos and they denied him
precisely. He's not
audience.
going to go to an empty palace to see the Oba. The first thing, Mr. Obi respects culture, and that is what he's been doing everywhere. This is the 37th rally. There's no way Obi would have neglected what we term our traditional ruler, the head in Lagos State, and ignore him.
But okay, I said this was the last major rally.
37 states he's visited.
Yes, so for you in Lagos, as chairman of the Labour Party in Lagos, what's next? Because the election is still 2 weeks away anyway, you still have a little time for campaign. And now that your people are being targeted, particularly some of them who wore Labour Party vests. Yes. Because I saw a video where a gentleman was saying, you know, they were attacking them for wearing Labour Party vests. I hope you're using the sash when you are going. Maybe you will have to hide it.
I'm not.
So that nobody will attack you.
I schooled in the north where there was serious violence. I went to ABU Zaria. I went to Gongola States. I schooled there, and I've always been a student activist. And that is why I identify with the youths. I identify with all Nigerians. And I know that this country, until there's a change where leadership is given into the hands of people who have the capacity, the competence to do the right thing, people who have compassion, because it's obvious that people don't have compassion. The leaders that we have right now don't have compassion for the masses. If not, what is happening right now wouldn't have happened. What is happening right now should have been prevented, because I as a chairperson and the committee, the council, the campaign council, we made sure that we wrote to all the security agencies. They should have prevented this. If they were really working, they should have prevented this. Nobody, we will not be intimidated. You saw, irrespective of what happened, people still turned out en masse to the rally. They came. There was no fuel, no money, nothing. We did not give them one kobo, but you saw what happened. And I'm going to tell my fellow obedients that you have started this course. The course is ordained by God, and not any man will stop it. Thank you.
I just one final question before you go. Please. Did Kashim Shettima and the candidates of the NNPC, Kwakwanso, not visit the Hausa communities? Did they face this backlash as well when they came to Lagos? NNPP.
NNPP.
Yes, that's Kwakwanso of the NNPC.
They visited.
Kashim Shettima with the APC.
They visited their community, their Arewa community. They visited them.
Did they have this?
No, they didn't. I don't know. It's obvious that Labour Party is a threat to all. And it's a threat to all because Nigerians are desirous of a change. And an eminent change is going to happen.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Pastor Dayo Ekong, for joining us this morning. Pastor Ekong is the chairman of the Labour Party in Lagos.